So we'll move on to the remaining biodiversity analysis. Okay, let's recap on the analysis that we've done. Okay, from the 6 analyses, we've done 4 of it. Look at the smiley face, the yellow colored smiley faces. Okay, so the first one, we've done the rank abundance curve, we've done the accumulation curve, but we have not done the estimation, the extrapolation. Only we've looked at one of the example from Chow 1, which we did from the biodiversity indices. We have done the diversity indices and comparison between sites. We've done that, we've passed. And we've also done the similarity distances between sites. So the remaining one would be the comparison of species richness, the interpolation. So look at the term extrapolation and interpolation. So what you mean by extrapolation means you are predicting, the species when you continue your sampling. But what about interpolation? Okay, if extrapolation is going forward, interpolation is going backward. Okay, why do you need to do interpolations? Okay, remember I told you when you do your sampling in different replicates, you would have different individuals from each replicates, right? So and each replicates would have their own species richness. But in order to make a fair comparison, you cannot make comparison with the site with a very high number of individuals with the site with a very low number of individuals. You have to make an interpolation. See, so you need to have an interpolation point. So the interpolation point refers to the replicate or the plots which have the very least number of individuals. Okay, so that's what it means by interpolation. So we'll see it. So it's a bit different from the rest of the analysis which we did with only Excel and PASS, but this one we need to do with another software which is called ECOSIM. Okay, so this is what an ECOSIM software would look like, the icon. Okay, macam rupa oboh macam tu. Okay, so and it's not heavy, it's sama juga macam PASS tadi. So when you open the software, you will see this box. Very simple. Okay, so it's not very friendly or very easy compared to PASS. It needs a little bit of work before you can import your data into the ECOSIM. So let's go back to your data. Okay, so this is the original data. So you want to export this data into ECOSIM. But before that, ECOSIM can only read a text file. So it cannot read the Excel file. So what you need to do is you need to convert your data from Excel to text into text form. So how do you do that? Okay, you go to save as, and then you need to choose the format. So for text, you choose text tab in a bracket, tab delimited. So you choose this one. So then it should save as text file. Okay, it will just ask you that, and you'll just say okay. So when you go back to your directory, you should be able to find. So this is my file. So if I open it, so here is my data, which has been imported from Excel to text file. Okay, so now I'm ready to import the data. How do I start? I go to File, and then I go to I go to Edit, and I go to Edit Matrix as Text. Okay, and it come out like this box, right? So this is the template on how you should put your data. So you will have to follow this template. So how to do that? You just go back to your text file, you copy all, okay, copy, and then you just click here and paste, okay. But you need to make sure, see, you need to make sure that there should be, so when you space your data, you need to make sure that there is no space in between species, right? Only spaces between one row to another, but no space in between species, in between sites. See? So we don't want this. This is just template. We'll have to delete that, including the empty row. Okay, so this is the data that we've copied. So what do? We need to edit and tabs to space. We need to register this new data set into ECOSIM. So we go to edit and click tabs to spaces. So just a little bit of time before it will register. It should appear at the initial box, okay, and then when you stopped moving, you just hit close. So it will ask you, see changes to the main grid. Yes, so this is the main grid, okay. So you see your data has already been inserted into the ECOSIM main grid. So what do we want to do with ECOSIM? Okay, we want to do interpolation, right? So this is the data. We go to analyze. You click species diversity. Okay, look, for ECOSIM, it will doing one site by one site. So see, it has DS, MS, US, and TS. So, but you can also do samples, but you don't want to do that. You want to do individually. So first you click DS, all right, and we want to choose species richness and randomization algorithm. We choose rarefaction. The rest, don't worry about it. Just hit run. Okay, so this should be the result, and it has 4 tabs here. So your full result will be this one. Okay, so these are the points that you will have to export into Excel in order for you to construct curves. Okay, so it's a little bit tedious, so you will have to save this. Okay, so choose the tab diversity curve, and then hit the diversity curve, save diversity. So the text file need to rename is as DS, okay, underscore DS, and save. Okay, do the same for the rest of the sites. Go to analysis, species diversity, select the other curve, which is MS, run, diversity curve, save diversity. This is MS, right? So underscore MS, save. Okay, so do the same for all the sites. Okay, now that we have finished with analyzing all the curves with ECOSIM, we can proceed with constructing the graphs with Excel. So we need to open Excel. Okay, so but at the moment it's in the text file format, so we need to import this format into Excel. Open, and then we go to the folder that we saved the previous text file data. So see, even if you go to the directory, you won't see the files because at the moment it's all in the text file, and Excel cannot open it. So that's why you need to change from all Excel files to all files. Then only you can see all the text files that we saved just now. Okay, so we'll do it one by one and start with the DS side. Okay, just click that and hit open. Alright, so it will give you this sort of warning. So just, do you want to open it? So just say yes. So this is the text import wizard. So this text import wizard will allow you to convert from text file to Excel file. So how do you do it? A lot of it is by default, so don't worry too much. Choose the file type that has described your data. So I'm just gonna go ahead with delimited. Alright, so these are your data, but see, there's no like separation, so you need to tell Excel how you want your data to be separated. And it also relates to the result that you get from the ECOSIM. So let's try hit semicolon, no change, comma, no change, space. Right, so if you hit space, you can see that your data has been separated when you hit space. So this is how your data should be. So then just hit next. Okay, so it looks good and finished. Look, your data has already been exported to Excel. Okay, so this is exactly the same as what you find from the ECOSIM result, but then you need to construct the graphs from this from this Excel. So I would like to rotate the first row. Okay, so you can see the title for each column: abundance, average diversity, median. So we'll choose two of the columns to construct the graph. But before we do that, you might want to import all the curves. So just now we did for DS, so let's do for MS, TS, and US. Okay. Yes. Do the same. Should be the same. Space. Next. Finished. So see, so it opens up the file separately, separate Excel. Okay, and so now we have all the results that we get from ECOSIM for each of the sites: DS, MS, TS, and US. And it would be better if you can combine, you know, all the data into one sheet, so then we can it's easier for us to construct graphs. So I'm just going to use DS as template, and I'm going to copy results from different so we've copied all the results into one sheet. So this is DS, MS, TS, and US.